Good afternoon, students. Myself is K. Pradeep Kumar, working as assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department in MVR Engineering College and Technology. See, today's our topic is about classification, layout with auxiliaries, combined and comparison of gas turbines. See, coming to the classification of gas turbines. See, the gas turbines has been broadly divided into two types, which as open cycle gas turbine and closed cycle gas turbine. See, coming to here, we can understand the diagram of open cycle gas turbine, that the air is going to be entered into the compressor, where the air is compressed here. When the air has been compressed, the compressed air with high pressure and temperature is entered into the combustion chamber. See, the air with high pressure and temperature which has been entered into the combustion chamber. For that air which is having high pressure and temperature, we are adding fuel here, and the combustion has been takes place in the combustion chamber. And after combustion, the air which has been heated with more pressure and temperature comes into the turbine, where it expands and gives out the work output here. And again, it is going to be combustion products, and it is going to be appears into the atmosphere. This is what about the open cycle gas turbine, that how the air is entered into the compressor, where it compressed, and when it is going to be entered into the combustion chamber, the air is entered with high pressure and temperature, and here the fuel which we are adding for this air, and after we are doing combustion in the combustion process, and after combustion has been takes place, it enters the air is enters into the turbine, where the air is going to expand, and the it is appears into the atmosphere. See, coming to here, fresh air enters the compressor here at ambient temperature, where its pressure and temperature are increased here. The high pressure air enters the combustion chamber, where the fuel is burnt at constant pressure. At constant pressure, the fuel is going to be burned here. The high temperature and pressure gas enters the turbine, where it expands to ambient pressure and produces work. This is about the open gas turbine cycle. And here, some of the features of gas turbine are: gas turbine is used in aircraft propulsion and electric power generation. See, this gas turbine is going to be used in two ways: in aircraft propulsion as well as in electric power generation. The thermal efficiency is up to 45% of these gas turbine power plants, and it is suitable for combined cycles with steam power plants, and high power to weight ratio, high reliability, and it is having, the gas turbines are having the long life. See, fast startup time about 2 minutes compared to 4 hours for steam propulsion system. When comparing with the steam propulsion system, the gas turbine is going to start up within 2 minutes. And high back work ratio up to 50% compared to few percentage in steam power plants. These are the some of the features which we are using in gas turbines. And coming to the next classification is about closed cycle gas turbine. Here we can observe the closed cycle gas turbine. The main difference is that in the in the open cycle gas turbine, we are not adding any heat is not added in the open cycle gas turbine, as well as the cooler is not given in the open cycle gas turbine. When comparing with the open cycle gas turbine, these are the two which we are adding in closed cycle gas turbine. Here It is in closed position. It has no opening. See here, first the compressor, the air enters into the compressor. From the compressor, it is enters into the heater or nothing but of combustion chamber. Here we are going to add heat to the combustion chamber, and after combustion has been takes place, that it is sends the air into the turbine, where the air is going to expand and give some work output, and it sends the remaining air into the cooler, and after here the heat is going to be reject. This is the process of closed cycle gas turbine, how it works. See here, in a closed cycle gas turbine, the working fluid does not come in contact with the atmospheric air. See here, we can observe that it does not come in contact with the air, as we are sucking in the open cycle gas turbine. The air is entered from the atmosphere. The air which we are taking here is getting from the atmosphere. For coming to here, here in a closed cycle gas turbine, the working fluid does not come in contact with the atmospheric air. It does not come in contact with the atmospheric air. The working fluid is air or some other suitable gas. We can use the working fluid as air or some other gas. The compression and expansion process remain the same, but the combustion process is replaced by pressure heat addition. See what I have said you that in the diagram itself, here the compression and expansion process are same as that of open cycle gas turbine, but only the difference is that we are adding here the constant pressure we are adding. See here, the combustion process is replaced by a constant pressure heat addition process. Constant, we are maintaining the constant pressure. By maintaining the constant pressure, we are giving some heat addition in the combustion chamber for completing the combustion process. See here, process from an external source. The exhaust process is replaced by a constant pressure heat rejection. See here, the heat rejection, the heat which is going to be rejected here, that the exhaust process is replaced by constant pressure heat rejection process at the ambient air, and the cold gas is drawn into the compressor, where its temperature and pressure are raised. See here, the cold gas means after the gas which has been remained in the turbine is going to be entered into the cooler, where it cools and gives the cool gas or air into the compressor. See here, the cold gas is drawn into the compressor, where its temperature and pressure are raised. The high pressure air processed into the combustion chamber, where the fuel is burned at constant pressure. See here, the high pressure is going to be entered into the combustion chamber, where the combustion process is going to be takes place. This is a complete cyclic process which is not opened into the atmospheric air position. It does not come in contact with the air, and the cycle is going to be completed. See the cold, see here that the high pressure air proceeds into the combustion chamber, where the fuel is burned at the constant pressure. The high temperature gases then enter the turbine, where they expand to atmospheric pressure while producing power output. See here, some work has been takes place here in the turbine. That in the turbine, the air or gas is going to be expand, and the work output is given, and the remaining is going to be entered into the cooler. See here, we can observe here the high temperature gases then enter the turbine, where they expand to atmospheric pressure, they while producing power output. Some of the output power is used to drive the compressor, and the remaining is available as shaft work. See here, what is the output we are getting from the turbine is used to drive compressor. See here, it is used to drive the compressor. It is used to drive the compressor means this is the shaft which is connected from turbine to the compressor. The work output which is coming out here is somewhat is used to drive the compressor, and the remaining is available as shaft work, and the remaining we are using as a shaft work. The exhaust gases leaving the turbine are cooled in the heat exchanger called sink. See here, from the turbine the remaining gases enters into the cooler, and they are going to be cooled. When it is going to be cooled, the gas or the air is going to be reject the heat from the cooler. See here, the exhaust gases leaving the turbine are cooled in heat exchanger cold sink where it rejects heat. The gas is restored to its initial state. Therefore, in this cycle, the same working fluid is recirculated, causing the cycle to be classified as closed cycle. This is what about the closed cycle, that how the air or what is the working fluid which we are using here is nothing but of air or some other suitable gas. The compression will take place, and the pressure, high temperature and high pressure are developed in the compressor, and where it sends to the combustion chamber. Here we are giving some constant by using of constant pressure. Heat addition process has been taken in the combustion chamber, and the rejection is also in the constant pressure. Heat rejection process is going to be taken place. The cold air is drawn into the compressor from that. See here, the cold air is drawn into the compressor. See here, the cold air is drawn into the compressor where its temperature and pressure are raised. The pressure air, the high pressure air proceeds into the combustion chamber where the fuel is burned at constant pressure. This is what about the closed cycle. And coming to the gas turbine, power plant layout with auxiliaries, we can observe here we are having the main components of the gas turbine plant are gas turbine, compressor, combustor, intercooler, and a generator, which we have observed here, that the main components of this gas turbine power plant is gas turbine, which we are using the component here as gas turbine, the compressor we are using here, the combustor we are using, and intercooler and generator. These are the main components of the gas turbine plant, and these are the components which we are using here in the layout, that low pressure compressor, low pressure turbine. Here we can observe the low pressure compressor, and this is the low pressure turbine, and here the third one is nothing but of an starting motor, fourth one is the alternator, fifth one is the high pressure compressor, sixth one is nothing but of combustion chamber, and seventh one is nothing but of heat exchangers. This is what about the gas turbine power plant, that see the air from the atmosphere enters into the low pressure compressor, where the air which is going to be enters into the low pressure compressor, the air is filtered and enters into the low pressure temperature. The air filter means removing the sedimentations, or after cleaning of this air, the air is enters into the low pressure compressor, where the air is compressed here, and it is going to be entered into the where the from low pressure compressor, it is going to be entered here into the high pressure compressor. See here, after compression has been takes place with high pressure and temperature, it is going to be entered into the intercooler. This is the part which we are naming as the intercooler. The intercooler is used to cool the air which is coming out from the low pressure compressor, and after cooling of the air pressure compressor, it is going to be entered into the high pressure compressor. Why we are using here the intercooler means, for the when we are going to cool the air which is coming with the with high temperature and pressure, then when it enters into the high pressure compressor, the efficiency of the for improving the efficiency of the plant, we are going to cool the air which is coming from the low pressure compressor, and it enters into the high pressure compressor, and at the high pressure compressor the air is again raised to high pressure and high temperature, and this high pressure and high temperature is transferred by using of these dotted lines. It is transformed from high pressure compressors to the heat exchangers. where the heat exchange takes place, and it moves to the combustion chamber. After that, the air from the heat exchanger with high pressure and temperature is enters into the combustion chamber, where the combustion has been takes place. The fuel, we are feeding the fuel into this combustion chamber, and here the air with fuel, the combustion process has been takes place, and it enters into this turbine, this high pressure turbine here we are having, and enters into this high pressure turbine. And in the high pressure turbine, the kinetic energy which has been developed is converted into electrical energy, and from electrical energy it is converted into the mechanical, see, the high pressure energy converted into mechanical energy. The mechanical energy is transformed to the, see here, the alternator, and the alternator is used to convert the mechanical energy into electrical energy. See here, and the remaining air or steam which we are having here, the gas which we are having here is passed to the low pressure turbine, and from the low pressure turbine it again enters into the heat exchangers. From the heat exchangers, the recirculation process has been done. This is what about the gas turbine power plant, which we are studying, knowing about the gas turbine power plant. See, once again, I will explain you about the gas turbine power plant layout. See, the air which is coming from the atmosphere enters into the low pressure compressor for compression process. When the air is entering into the low pressure compressor, the air filters here and removing the mud particles and dust particles which contained in the air, and it enters into the low pressure compressor. In the low pressure compressor, see here, the compression takes place and the air moves with high temperature and high pressure into the intercooler. Here the box is known as nothing but of an intercooler. In the intercooler, the it is cooled somewhat, the air is cooled, and the high pressure and temperature lowers here, and the air is enters into the high pressure compressor. In the high pressure compressor, again the air is used to raised with high pressure and high temperature of the air, and it sends the air from high pressure compressor to the heat exchanger, where the heat exchange takes place, and the remaining air is going to be enters into the combustion chamber. Here the combustion is going to take place by using of the fuel, which the when air and fuel mix, the combustion is going to be takes place here, and it enters into the high pressure turbine. And in the high pressure turbine, here heat, the kinetic energy which is raised here in the combustion chamber, the gas is come into this high pressure turbine with the kinetic energy is converted into the heat energy, where the heat energy is converted here in the turbine with the mechanical energy. The mechanical energy here enters into this alternator, where the alternator converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy, and the remaining gas which is provided in the low pressure turbine is entered into this low, see here, from the high pressure turbine, the remaining gas which is required here is enters into the high low pressure turbine, and from the low pressure turbine it enters into the this heat exchanger, and from the heat exchanger the recirculation is takes place. This is what about the working principle of gas turbine power plant layout. And coming to the combined cycle power plant, how it works. Combined cycle mean nothing but of steam turbine as well as gas turbines. See, a combined cycle power plant uses both a gas and a steam. See, we are using here both the steam as well as the gas turbine together to produce up to 50% more electricity. For getting more electricity, for getting 50% of more electricity than that of coming out by the gas turbine. For generating 50% of more electricity, we are going to combine the gas as well as the steam turbines together to produce high more electricity from the same fuel than a traditional simple cycle plant. Means we are using the same fuel. By using the same fuel, we are going to get the 50% of more electricity by combining of gas and steam turbines together. See, the waste heat from the gas turbine is routed to the nearby steam turbine. See, the waste steam which is getting from the hot gases is from the gas turbine is routed to the nearby steam turbine, which generates extra power. See, the waste heat which is coming out from the gas turbine is routed to the steam turbine. Means we are transferring the gas turbine to the steam turbine for generating extra power. This is about the combined cycle power plant, means which we are combining here the gas and means from the gas turbine we are transferring into the steam turbine. The waste heat which is coming out from the gas turbine, we are transferring into the steam turbine for generating 50% of more electricity. See here, this is how a combined cycle plant works to produce electricity and capture heat from the gas turbine to increase the efficiency and electrical output. For increasing the efficiency and for increasing the electrical output, we are combining these electric see here, the gas turbine as well as the steam turbine. Here the gas turbine burns fuel. See, the gas turbine compressor air and mixes it with the fuel that is heated to a very high temperature. See, in the gas turbine we already seen in the open cycle gas turbine as well as in the closed cycle gas turbine that the gas in the gas turbine compressor gas air. See, the gas turbine compresses air and mixes it with the fuel that is heated to a very high temperature. See, when the air and fuel are going to mix, we are going to get a very high temperature. The hot air fuel mixture moves through the gas turbine blades, making them spin. The fast spinning turbine drives a generator that converts a portion of the spinning energy into electricity. See here how we are going to convert these energy into electricity. See, heat recovery system captures exhaust. A heat recovery system captures exhaust steam from the gas turbine that would otherwise escape the exhaust stack. Means the what is the waste heat which is coming out from the gas turbine, if we are not connecting to the steam turbine, the heat gas is the waste get or the heat is going to be appears or escapes into the atmosphere. But by using of these extra gas, we are transforming from these from turbine plant to the steam turbine. These HRSGs create steam from the gas turbine exhaust heat and delivers it to the steam turbine. This is what how we are going to transfer the heat from the gas turbine and it delivers to the steam turbine. Steam turbine delivers additional electricity. The steam turbine sends its energy to the generator drive shaft where it is converted into additional electricity. See, the waste heat which is coming out from the gas turbine, we are transforming that energy into sending into the steam generator, and from the steam generator it sends the energy to the generator drive shaft where it is converted into additional electricity. This is about the combined cycle power plant, how we are combining. See, what is the heat. See, we can observe here that a combined cycle power plant uses both a gas and a steam turbine together to produce up to 50% of more electricity. See, the waste heat from the gas turbine, the waste heat which is coming out from the gas turbine is routed to the nearby steam turbine. We are transferring the waste heat from the gas turbine which is coming out from the gas turbine to the steam turbine for getting 50% more electricity is nothing but of a combined cycle power plant. See, coming to the comparisons, this is what the comparison about the gas turbine and steam turbine power plant, that In the gas turbine power plant, the important components are compressor and combustion chamber. And coming to here steam turbine, the important components are steam boiler and accessories. See here, the mass of the gas turbine per kilowatt developed is less. The mass of gas turbine per kilowatt developed is more. When comparing with the gas turbine, see here, the turbine per kilowatt develops is more, and it is a kilowatt per developed gas turbine. The mass of gas turbine per kilowatt developed is less here. It requires less space for installation. It requires more space for installation. The installation and running cost is low, and the installation and running cost is more here when comparing with the gas turbine. Say the starting of gas turbine is easy and quick. The starting of gas turbine is difficult and takes long time. Its control with the control with the changing load conditions is easy. Its control with the changing load conditions is difficult. A gas turbine does not depend upon water supply. Here, a gas turbine depends on water supply. Here, the gas turbine does not depends on water supply, and coming to here, the steam turbine depends upon the water supply, which we have seen in the different boilers when we have studied. See, its efficiency is less. The gas turbine efficiency is less comparing with the steam turbine. Its efficiency is higher. Uses air or some other gas as the working fluid. In the gas turbine, we are using the air or some other gas as the working fluid. Uses high pressure steam as the working fluid. See here, gas turbine is a combined device of compressor, combustion chamber, and turbine executing a cyclic operation to deliver work as either torque or thrust. Steam turbine is basically an expander delivering torque as the work output. See here, gas turbine engine executes the whole Brayton cycle. Steam turbine is only a component executing one step of the Rankine cycle. And coming to here, we are having the comparison between IC engines and gas turbines. Here we have studied the comparisons of gas turbine and steam turbine. Now we are studying the comparison between IC engines and gas turbines. See here, the ignition and lubrication system is complicated as compared to the gas turbines. When comparing with the IC engines, see here, ignition and lubrication system is simpler as compared to IC engines. Weight per HP developed is greater, weight per HP developed is lesser. Exhaust gas pollution is more. See, exhaust gas pollution is compared to less. Thermal efficiency is higher compared to simple gas turbine. Thermal efficiency is lesser than IC engine. Fuel cost comparatively costlier fuel required here in IC engines. Here comparatively cheaper fuels can be used in gas turbine. Work developed per kg of air is less, and work developed per kg of air is more in gas turbine. Mechanical efficiency is lower than gas turbine. Mechanical efficiency is higher than IC engines. It produces lesser gas exhaust gases. It produces exhaust gases 5 times greater than IC engine. Requirements of flywheel is a must. Requirements of flywheel is not required here in the gas turbines. IC engine cannot be driven at higher speeds. See, gas turbine can be driven at higher speeds of 40,000 RPM. Starting is easier in IC engine. Starting is difficult in gas turbines. Fuel control is comparatively easier. Fuel control is comparatively difficult due to wide operating speeds. These are some of the comparisons of IC engines and gas turbines, and gas turbine versus steam turbine. These are the comparisons what we know. See here, in this lesson we have studied or known about the classifications of gas turbines, how it has been classified, the open cycle gas turbine and closed cycle gas turbine. We have observed the diagram of open cycle gas turbine, that the air is enters into the combustion compressor, where it compressed and it gives the high pressure and high temperature to the combustion chamber, where the fuel is added here in the combustion chamber, and the combustion has been takes place, and it is enters into the turbine, where it expands and giving the gas enters the turbine where it expands to ambient pressure and produces work here. This is what about the open gas turbine. And coming to the closed, it is in a closed position. The air is not in contact with the atmospheric air, but the cooled air, the cold air is coming in and enters into the compressor where it compresses, and here in the combustion chamber the heat, here we are giving the heat addition to the compressor, and combustion has been takes place, and it enters into the turbine where the gas is going to be expanded here and gives the work output, and the remaining gas is enters into the cooler. The turbine which generates the work output drives the compressor here by using of this drive shaft. This is what about the closed cycle gas turbine. And this closed in here, the constant pressure is maintained here in the gas combustion chamber. And coming to here, the gas turbine power plant, the air enters into the low pressure turbine. Here, low pressure compressor with the after filtering the air in the air filters, it enters here and enters into the intercooler. After entering the air into the intercooler, it is cooled and it enters into the high pressure compressor. In the high pressure compressor, after compressing the air, it gives high pressure and high temperature. From a high pressure compressor, it is transformed into the heat exchangers. From the heat exchangers, it enters into the combustion chamber where the combustion has been takes place and enters into the high pressure turbine, where high pressure turbine it converts the kinetic energy into heat energy, and the heat energy into mechanical energy. The mechanical energy is transferred into the alternator. The alternator is going to convert the mechanical energy into the electrical energy here. And what are the remaining gases which has been produced here in the high pressure turbine is enters into the low pressure turbine, and after that it enters into the high pressure turbine by taking the heat exchanging, means by taking the heat exchanging, it is going to be enters into the combustion chamber. This is what about the gas turbine plant layout. And we are having the combined cycle power plant, that the combined cycle, the waste heat which is coming out from the gas turbine is transformed or routed to the steam turbine for generating 50% more electricity. Is nothing but of a combined cycle how we are using here. And we knows the comparisons of gas turbine versus steam turbine and the comparisons of IC engines and gas turbines. This is what which we have studied in this lecture. And in the next classes we are going to start a new unit 3. If you are having any doubts, please call to me or mail to the mail ID which I have given you. Thank you.